Yeah, man. I like that. That's what I'm saying. I done tried this before, man. It didn't work. But guess what? No. I done perfected my plan. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get that salesman in that ride. I'm gonna tell him a little something. I'm gonna take off. When a Dusty wants a Corvette, baby, you're just too dumb. When a Dusty wants a Corvette, you need to get some money and buy you one. A Dusty wants a Corvette. He tries his hand at theft. When a Dusty wants a Corvette, he's now going to jail, got a post bail. When a Dusty wants a Corvette, this is sad. Okay, assuming you saw part 1, you're already seen what they said he allegedly done. Boo! Oh gosh. How can you be this dumb? You tried it the first time, it didn't work out. You're going to try it again. So you go to try to do the test drive theft, take him for a test drive, get the salesman in the car with you, and say you want to see what it feels like in the passenger seat. Since you've been already driving, who does that? But stop and think. I'm willing to bet he was at home and he thought about this here. Dang, it didn't work the first time. We'll try something. Gotta try something, man. Gotta try. I just got to have me a Corvette. Why? He's a Dusty who wants a Corvette. And he came up with this idea, thinking he was clever. 2 things. You gave them a copy of your driver's license, so they know who you are. They have your address. All businesses have cameras. They've got your picture. You didn't see that happening, little homie. You didn't see that happening. He's tried it before on another charge based on a report. He's going to try it again. He locked the door and sat in it. A grown, dumb Dusty. What does Fred Sanford say? You big dummy. It can't get no dumber than this. What did he think he was going to do? Like just ride off into the daylight, to the sunset with the car? How did you see this planning? I mean, seriously, at this point, it's time to call for a psych consult. Because something in the milk ain't white, and something about your thinking ain't right. It's time to call for this one right here. Yeah. It's time to call for a psych consult because I just, something's not right. No one can be this dumb. You gave them your driver's license, a copy of it. So I guess he thought he was just going to put the salesman out, come with some crappy idea. I want to see what it's like in the passenger seat. Really? And the guy gets off and you burn out. As if that meant, oh my goodness, how dare he have a cell phone? What can a cell phone? What would that salesman do? He's not going to call the police. Nah, dude, you're just going to let me ride. Now, of course not. They're just going to let me have this. So now you have to go to jail. And don't be surprised. Some fool will get him out. So how long did he rode in the vehicle? I'm assuming a couple of miles. Tried this. He probably didn't even let last an hour. But either way, you wanted that Corvette so bad, you can lease one. Ask your mama to lease one for you. You wanted to, I guess, the idea of stealing one, as if somebody just going to let this car just say, oh, well, he drove it and never came back. Oh, why? Well, they gave me the key. I can't steal it. Dusty logic. It never works. It reminds me, as I mentioned before on the channel in a prior video, of that Dusty in West Palm Beach. I kid you not. West Palm Beach. A New Yorker, which is not uncommon, especially doing the boat show. Oh my gosh. So, Florida, as you know, is the second home of New York. New Yorker had hired him as an auto transport. Oh yeah, the Dusty had a business now, auto transport. Hired him as an auto transport to bring that, was it, I think it was a Rolls. Was it a Bentley? No, Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. I think it was a Rolls. To bring that down to Florida. And then normally they'll like fly down or what have you, and then they have the car delivered. So they hired the dust bucket, a little chocolate drop. They hired him to do auto transport, bring the video down to Florida. The video was the vehicle down to Florida. The vehicle was never delivered. Never. He said something about the vehicle being stolen. The claim was paid and everything. So the insurance company paid out. And you already know, man, those cars, man, 3 to 5, whatever, it's a lot of money. So this happened years ago. And they caught him on I-95 getting out that vehicle. The sad thing is, after the insurance paid for it, they have all kind of mechanisms to check up with. The fool, they saw the fool had pulled in. You're not gonna believe this. That fool had pulled into Pep Boys for an oil change. As it, you think a Bentley or Rolls Royce gonna be as a? Have you seen one there, fool? Never in your life. He rode up to Pep Boys for an oil change, which they could not do. So then they happened to find the vehicle on I-95, and it was on the news. And the person that stole the vehicle, again, he was in the auto transport business. It was him, the same one they hired. So he had an auto transport company and stole that vehicle. And they caught him on I-95. I never forget when he was getting out. He looked really bad. You could tell, the clothes didn't match. He looked like, I was surprised he even owned a business. He looked a step up, just a tad above homelessness, to be honest with you. He looked kind of shabby, sketchy, very sketchy. So the person hires you to transport the vehicle to Florida, and you say somehow it was stolen. The insurance company pays the claim. And don't forget, now he's gotten paid for auto transport. The person done paid him to transport the vehicle. So he took that money and took the car too. I guess you thought, oh, the snowbird, they be back in New York. Man, I still be rolling. Took the vehicle up to Pep Boys for an oil change, and that's how it ended up on the radar. And they finally found them that they was driving through 95. Dusties are dumb. The same thing here. He just had to have that Corvette. I can just see him. Yeah. I like that one, man. I like that one. Did you really think? And this is a grown behind man. Bruh, did you really think that you were just going to run this little charade on the man, and the man was just going to get an Uber back to the dealership and say, oh, yeah, by the way, he took off? You left your license, driver's license. This would qualify for America's Dumbest Dusty. It can't get, it's embarrassing. And whoever bails him out, and the words of Red Fox and Seth and the Son, you big dummy, you are a dummy. You are a fool for bailing this out. You are a super fool for bailing this out. That's why when I hear about we don't have the money to invest, but they sure have money to invest in this song on the screen or every day of the week, I ain't gonna keep my song in there. Anybody bailing this out, you are a super fool. At this point, if it were me, I would call it a wrap. I would call it a wrap. You are too dumb. This is not a teenager, a grown behind man. And to think they got him. They're saying he's done this before, ain't the first time. So I guess he set up with his slow brain and thought, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and perfect it. Nah. I got an idea, and they're gonna work for me. A Dusty. Dusty's bring drama, embarrassment, and trauma. The financial implications is too much dust in the nation. So this, here, guys, thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen. They get dumb about a day. So I'm out. The name of the video, with a dusty on a Corvette. Bye.